Hey, I want to welcome everyone to this special presentation of Start a Software Business in 2017. Going to fire off a real fast email here before we jump in. If everyone can hear me okay, please say yes over in the chat, if you will, if you can hear me. And also put in there where you're from so I get an idea of kind of where everyone is geographically. Can everyone see the mind map? James says yes, and obviously you can hear me. So Robin's yep. All right, welcome Sean Miller in Ohio, Michael from Virginia, Toby from the UK, Robin Atlanta, Ian from Australia, Denise, yes, James from Chile, Philly. I bet it's chilly. Man, you guys are getting slammed with that Polar Express. Bill from France. Michael says yes on the mind map. Sean says yes on the mind map. John is yes. Robin, yes. Ian, yes. Denise is Toowoomba, Australia. Toowoomba, wow. I don't know where that is, but it sounds like it's out in the somewhere in the outback. Robert from New Brunswick, Canada. Carlos from Texas. John says yes, indeedy. Okay, guys, I know your time is valuable, and I want to jump right in on this. Um, Stay tuned in because I've got some really good stuff to share with you. I've made well over six figures many times just doing software, so I want to share this stuff with you and tell you exactly how to get started in your own software business, and you don't have to be a programmer to do this stuff. So Wayne's saying from Wayne, Missouri, and Denise is cannot see the mind map. Sorry, Denise. You may have to log off and log back on. Um, Everyone else can seem to see it okay. So sometimes there's a problem with YouTube Live that doesn't, I don't know. It's beyond me. It's beyond my technical capabilities. Denise says yes, she's in Queensland, in the land down under. Okay, guys, let's jump right in. I don't want to take up your time, and I want to leave enough time at the end for questions and answers. Yes, there's going to be a bonus offering at the end. I'm not going to hard sell this stuff. If you want it, great. And I told you I'm going to give away software. If you got the emails or did the Facebook. I don't think I'd said this in Facebook, but on the emails, I'm giving away two pieces of software. So you're going to have to hang around to find out how you're going to. One is worth $297 and the other is worth $147, and it's going to allow you to create software yourself without programming. So hang around because there's good stuff coming your way. Alrighty, let's jump right in, guys. Hey, welcome to Build a Software Business in 2017. Now, I know that your time is valuable and I know that you're just clamoring for this content, so let's jump right in. Why software? Well, software has a higher perceived value. So if you're trying to sell ebooks and videos and stuff like that, software always has a higher perceived value than those products. So software is a good way to go. It's very easy to sell. You do not have to convince people to purchase software products. You just have to convince them that the product that you're selling is high quality and it's going to work for them. WordPress plugins are absolutely huge. The demand for WordPress plugins has not diminished. There's tons of plugins out there. They do everything under the sun, but there's still demand for more. Small little desktop apps or mobile apps create cash fast. And as you all know, Microsoft, Apple, Adobe, and Oracle have built huge business, multi-billion-dollar businesses with software. All right, so let's get the creative juices going. I'm going to show you some case studies here. I'm going to jump into David's case study. Now, David's the guy that actually created the software they're going to talk about today. And if you hang around to the end of the webinar, I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse, as they say in
Hey
Jersey.
everybody, this is Dave, and I want to take the time to show you how this all works here. This is the month.
Let's go ahead and put Dave on hold there. The product, we're actually going to give you a software product that you can build small little desktop apps quickly and easily, and you don't have to write a line of code. So stick around and find out how to get your copy absolutely free. You have to stay to the end because we're not going to release that information until the end of the webinar. Okay, so here's Dave's case studies. He's got a couple of them here on the page. One, he did 7 hours of work, and he basically brought in $3,590 in sales. And here is his software product, small little Windows desktop app. Second case study, it was an offline software giveaway. Took him 5 hours to complete. Did 15K in sales. And again, here is the desktop app. Okay, so a couple of years ago, I picked up a software product off of actually JVZoo. It's called SwiftMember. It was a membership plugin, and there was white label rights involved. The white label rights were going for $97. It was an absolute no-brainer. So I picked it up, and I ended up selling a number of copies of it. So here's my sales, about $2,900. PLR Cash Machine, another little product that I did, a desktop product, brought in $762. Easy Mini Memberships, another little software product, a little desktop product, Windows desktop, $13.95, almost $1,400. And then I picked up affiliate tracks. Now, when you get the opportunity to pick up rights to software, really step back and take a look at that offer. If the licensing is fantastic and the product is great, then it just makes sense to pick it up. In this case, this was a software product that allowed you to capture emails and puts everything for affiliate marketing in one great interface, and it's a SaaS product, software as a service, so it's online. So I picked up the rights to that, and I resold the product, $775 in sales there. Another product I picked up was SoshiWiz. Again, I got the rights to that. And on the first level product, $538, the entry level product, and then the one-time offer upgrade, $111. Again, these are products that I didn't create. I didn't have to go find a programmer. I didn't have to write a line of code. I just purchased the rights for them. And then my own product, Loctite, and I built this, I basically picked up the script for $100 way back when. It was like 2008, 2009, something like that. And then I sold the plugin as a security solution. As you see, 2012, 4138 or 34, excuse me. And then I sold PLR rights for $22.89. So that's basically some case studies. Think about software products that you can pick up that you do not have to do any programming to. If you get agency rights, if you get developer rights, if you get white label rights, PLR rights, those are products that you can pick up. You may invest a little bit on the front end, but you're going to make your money back if you position that product to your list. Now, the current thinking is software product creation is hard. Well, as you've seen in this demonstration, it wasn't hard at all. But the current thinking is that first, you need an idea. So you have to rack your brain for an idea for a piece of software. Then you got to go find a programmer. If you don't know how to program, most people do not. So you got to go find a programmer. Where do you look for a programmer? And do you need original content? Then you're going to need graphics. So the programmer is going to write the program, but what are your graphics going to look like? If you're not a real good, if you don't know Photoshop and graphics that well, you're going to have to purchase graphics from someone. Now for software resources, these are the places that I go to pick up fantastic deals. One is Code Canyon, and as you can see here as we go across, WordPress, there are tons of products in here, WordPress and PHP scripts, and they are very inexpensive. For example, the other day I was looking for a PHP encoder. So you write your PHP code, let's say a WordPress plugin, you want to encode it. Look, here's a coder and obfuscator, 19 bucks. Here's a PHP Encoder Pro, $7. So as you can see, the pricing is just unbelievable, and you can pick up a great product and with different rights. You've got to check the rights on each one of these. You may be able to resell them. And of course, I would only buy a script like that if I could resell it. Another place that I use is called Hot Scripts. And Hot Scripts has tons, over 45,000 resources. You see right here, Ajax, C and C++, HTML, PHP, just all kinds of resources. Now, some of them cost, some of them are free, some of them are shareware, so you share it with other people, and you basically pass the code around. But these are resources that you can use. One thing I use these resources for is to get ideas. So you may find a product that you really like and it has lousy rights. Well, maybe you can find a programmer that will write that program or something that's similar for not a lot of money. Think about that. My old trusty Warrior forum. All right, so you want to find good programmers. This is a good place. You look under Warriors for Hire, then you can do a search if you'd like, and you can search for programmers. So you can come down here and find all the programmers that will do various things. They'll program PHP, for example. They'll program plugins. They'll program WordPress themes. The great thing about Warrior Forum and finding a programmer is they have a lot of reviews. And if they have really lousy reviews, then you just pass them by. And people are going to give them reviews based upon their experience. So it's a great resource, and you're probably going to not spend a whole lot of money on finding a programmer to do what you want. Like take an existing WordPress plugin, for example, and maybe tweak it. Tweak it enough to make it your own, make it your very own plugin. That's perfectly legal, by the way. And speaking of that, we'll go out to WordPress.org. Now, this is a great place I like to search for plugins. WordPress.org has literally, what does it say? 48,000 plugins that extend the functionality of WordPress. So you can find a plugin, and you may want to copy it. I wouldn't grab the plugin off of here and steal it, but you could copy it or send it to your programmer and say, listen, I've got an idea for this plugin. Can you make it do this? Can you make it do that? You can add licensing to the program and make it so that it's your own plugin and it has to be licensed. Just tons of things you can do with already existing products. You don't have to come up with an idea, right out of the blocks, and have to think of your idea, find a programmer, consider how much it's going to cost you to pay this person, whether it's by the hour or whatever it is. Now, that leads us into the next little group here. Finding programmers. Where to look? Well, these are always great resources. Elance. So you can find programmers on here. And the great thing about these is you can find a programmer and they will send you samples of their work so you don't have to pay. You can put out your job request. You'll get back people that are interested in it, and then you can see their work and you can get reviews back from other people that have used them. Great resource, and you pay for it essentially through escrow. So you pay into an escrow account, the person does the work. If it's satisfactory quality, then they release the money to the programmer and you get your code. And then freelancer, of course, that is the guys that bought Warrior Forum. Tons of programmers on here. Keep in mind these programmers are from mainly India and Malaysia, Asian countries, so they're going to be inexpensive. That doesn't mean that their quality is going to be bad. The quality in many cases is just as good or better than anyone else, and it's a lot less expensive. But you're going to have to do your research on this. You've got to find someone that you can work with. The problem with programmers is this: they're flakes. I'll just be honest. I come from a network security background. I worked with a lot of programmers. Most of them are flaky. They operate off the right side of the brain, which is the creative portion. So when they decide to take a hiatus and go diddy bopping off into the jungle or whatever, they're gone. So you get your plug-in, you get your product, something happens with it, it breaks or something, and you go find your programmer and go, hey, I need you to fix this. They're history. You can't contact them on Skype. They've just disappeared. So keep that in mind. If you get them off of Elance, Freelance, or Warrior Forum, they're going to be around for a while probably. And I just showed you Code Canyon. Code Canyon is a great resource. A couple of times I found a product on here that I really liked, and I had some ideas to change it a little bit. I contacted the programmer and I said, can you do this to it? And they said, sure. It cost me $100, and they made me a plugin that worked great. And it cost me, I think it was $100 that I paid to tweak the code. And it was actually the guy's product. And I just contacted the regular programmer and said, I'd like you to make this product for me. And what would you charge me? He said, I'll change the code. I'll make it for you. It'll be your own version, and it'll be $100. So I made many times that back. And again, we talked about finding programmers on Warrior Forum, so I don't need to click that. Now here's the thing: you want to request programs from the prospective programmers. I want to see your work. I want to see some program. I want to see something, how it works. If it's a SaaS program, let me create an account. Let me log into it. I want to see the dashboard. I want to see the back end. If it's a plug-in, give me a copy of it, cripple it. They can give you some crippleware that only lasts for a few days, or take out some functionality so that you don't have a full functioning plugin. But you can get an idea how the code works, how the plugin works, how the software works, and also ask them for referrals from their former clients. If they will not give you referrals and they won't give you software, walk away. Just leave. Do not do business with someone who's not going to share some referrals and share some code with you. So remember, referrals, and ask for contact information for former clients, and check the code. Make sure that the products that they're showing you are in fact theirs, and that they work. Okay, so what now? So you've found a programmer. You've got your product. So what I do, and this is a really easy way to go, and it works like gangbusters, instead of writing out a list of all the things you'd like to have done, just do a video. Cut a video in Camtasia, show the product the way it is now, and then go ahead and show all the things that you'd like for it to do. And you could do something like this. Xmind is free. You could do an Xmind mind map and just build it out and say, okay, this is the first function. I'd like for the product to do this. The second thing, I'd like the product to do this. So just list out your expectations in a video, and if they decide to take the job, then what you can do is pay half. Unless it's an Elance or a freelancer, which your money goes into an escrow. If they're asking for all of the money up front, walk away. Do not use them. Only pay 50% of their asking price up front. Because if you pay them everything, this just makes sense, right? If you pay them up front, okay, and they turn out a junky product, you have no recourse. You can't get your money back. If they decide they're not going to fix it, you're out the money and you're out a whole bunch of time. So word to the wise, don't pay everything up front. And as I've mentioned earlier, most services like Elance, Freelancer use an escrow service. So take advantage of the escrow service. Now, make sure that your programmer knows exactly what is expected of them. So you create a SAL, what we call a scope of work. In that scope, and it could be just a simple little notepad or Word doc. In that scope of work, list all the things that you want them to do. Okay, for example, I want you to take this, plug in X, and I want you to add some functionality to it where it actually has licensing. So you add licensing to it. And there's just tons of licensing programs out there, but you have a snippet of code that you're going to put in the plugin to essentially make it yours. Where do you put that in? So it's PHP code. You probably don't know where to do that. So you hire a programmer. I want you to drop this code in so it has licensing. Now I want you to encrypt the plugin using IonCube or IonCube or something else. Maybe they have another encryptor, just so long as it's encrypted. So I want an unencrypted version of the plugin. I want a licensed and encrypted version of the plugin, and I want the plugin to have this functionality, these features and functionality. So there's your scope of work, and then they'll tell you, they'll come back and they'll say, okay, that's going to take, X amount of time. And if they charge you by the hour, then it's going to be X amount of dollars. Usually you can find programmers in India, the Philippines, Malaysia, $10 an hour, $15 an hour, something like that. It's not going to cost very much for someone to take an existing plugin and just add some features and functionality to it. If you want them to create a software product from the ground up, then the scope of work is going to be much greater, and of course there's going to be a greater cost associated with that. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so the day comes, your software programmer sends you a Skype or an email. Hey, it's done. I want you to take a look at it. Okay, so what you do is they will send you the product. Do not pay them before you do a Q&A test. You want to install the product. You want to make sure that the features and functionality work exactly as you have requested. And in more cases than not, there's a couple of things that usually happen. Either the plugin just works great out of the box, or you may find a couple of things that are missing or things that don't work correctly. Don't panic. Just let the programmer know that this isn't working, and what you need to do is have them tweak it and make sure it works. So I've done this many times, and the programmers in almost every single case come back and they say, okay, that's great. I really appreciate your your input, and I'll have it fixed, and it's going to take another day, or it's going to take a couple of days, whatever it is. But this is very important. Do not pay the full amount until software is exactly as you specified. I had one programmer that I hired one time out of Vietnam, and they just kept pushing for payment. I need the full payment. I need the full payment. Well, the software just wasn't right. I never did pay them, and so finally, until the software was right, it took him a long time. It took him about a month to try to get this. Now, I don't know if he had to outsource it, go get his buddy down the road or something to fix it. Whatever happened, I don't really care, but I got the final product. It was a great product, and I paid him, and that was it. In the future, I used him, but I was very clear up front what the scope of work was, because he's a great programmer, but he's a little flaky. As you'll find out, most programmers are a little flaky. Now, make sure you have high quality graphics, eye-catching graphics. There's a free PSD editor out there, so you can take a PLI product that has PSDs, and you can use this product called GIMP. It will actually create PS or image files, or you can go ahead and work with your PSD files from within GIMP. So it's a free product. I've used it a couple of times. I'm not a big fan of Photoshop. because it's very difficult. It's very deep. I'm not a graphics person. If I can change out the graphics very easily without a lot of grief, then I'll do that. And then what I use many times is this product called eCover Authority. And eCover Authority allows me to make really great graphics, ebooks and graphics that stand out, and it's very inexpensive. Let's see, what's the price point here? 47 bucks for lifetime. So, and it creates uh, really high quality PNG files, JPEG, and it will actually turn these things out very, very quickly. So you can do e-covers, you can do banners, and all kinds of stuff. So that's basically it for graphics. Like I said, if you can't do, and many people are not really good at graphics, Fiverr, you can outsource your graphics to Fiverr. They can create a book cover for you very easily. But you need to have something to showcase your product. A book cover, a CD cover, an e-cover, something that shows your product in a graphical manner. Okay? So here's a great way to create products quickly. You can use PLR products. I found video products do very, very well. So you could create a product, include PLR videos, and people will buy them. They love the video training. If the product looks good, it has a great colors and the graphics are really sharp. You can sell a ton of these little apps, so to speak, with video products. You just upload your videos to Vimeo or YouTube. Vimeo seems to work the best for me, and then just play them. Now, when you're creating your own software, you may need an icon. So here is a free online icon converter. So what you can do here is you can just click on online, click to browse, go find your graphic. Let's just find something here. All right, let's just grab this one here. This is a JPEG file, so I'm going to upload this as a JPEG, and now it's created an icon file from the JPEG. So all I want to do to download the icon is click on the icon button, and now it's called icon.jpg ICO. And now it's an icon. Very easy, very fast, and best thing, it's free. Works great. I've used it for a few years now, and it always makes a great looking graphic for or icon for my products. Now, you want a professional installer, there is a free product out there that you can use to create a professional Windows installer program. It will install your program into Windows using what's called an MSI file, and it is very professional. It's called Advanced Installer. Just going to pop that up right here. And then all you have to do is say create product or project, name it, put your name right here, and then just next through the wizard, and it will create a install file, a setup file. Let me just go out here and find a few. Here's my WordPress Security Suite, my latest version. So as you can see, here's the setup file for that. And see, it pops up this install wizard next through it. Remove, repair, modify. In this case, I would install it. So if it's already installed, I'm not going to remove it. And it creates this great installer file, and it's absolutely free. And all you have to do is just follow the wizard. You just create the project, follow through with the wizard, finish it, and it creates a setup file that you can give your customers. And now you have a professional looking compiled MSI version of your software. It makes a fantastic installer. And again, it's no cost. It's absolutely free. Okay, one of the things that I was talking about earlier was using high quality PLR. And as you saw in some of these products for my case study, I have purchased the rights to high quality software many times. I haven't bought it, haven't spent a whole lot, $100, maybe a little bit more in a couple of cases, but I've always got my money back. You want to purchase products or software or SaaS product, which is basically software as a service products, web-based products, with rights. Really look at the rights carefully. Every single person that builds software has a different interpretation of what private label rights means, white label, developer rights. They throw these terms around willy-nilly, and then you purchase the software, and oh, it said developer rights, but you can't do this with it, and you can't sell it for your own price, and you can't do the other thing, you can't give it away. You have to, it's just restrictive. So make sure before you pull the trigger on any of the products that you want to purchase that you check. And if you have a question about the rights, contact the software owner. Say, I have a question about the developer rights. Can I do this with it? Can I sell it for any price? What's the developer rights entail? Does that mean that I can sell the developer rights? I can sell PLR rights. I can sell white label rights. So you clarify exactly what the rights are. That way you stay out of trouble. Here's a great way to create software products fast. You reskin or reuse, repurpose private label rights products. And you have to use high quality private label products. This is a great way to take old and outdated private label rights product. It could be the product could be fantastic. It could be a great product, but it's got an outdated sales page or something else that makes it look dated. Well, reskin it, put it into a software product, and make it entirely new. Rename it. You may not have to do anything to the product to change it other than just encapsulate the product with a piece of software. I keep talking about that, so I'm going to share with you the product that we're going to give you at the end of this course. So you have to sign up for the course. It's 4 weeks, and they're going to give you products. One of the products sells for $297. It's a software application. It will help you build software without programming. And the other product is another product, sells for $147, and that will help you build a software. No coding is required. Well, a little bit of coding. You have to know a little bit of HTML. But if you can create an HTML page in Composer, you can use that product to create high quality Windows desktop apps. So let me demonstrate a couple of these products. All right, let's go out here to some of these apps. Now, the product that I actually just gave away, it was an affiliate promotion. This is my product. Now, in this product, this is one of the products. This is Easy Software Builder, and that's what built this product. I'll show you what Easy Software Builder looks like right here, or Software Maker. So here's the interface. So all you do is put the title in, you create your pages, and the pages are essentially HTML. Create an HTML page in Composer, drop it in here. You can register the software. You can say you have to go to my squeeze page and enter your information to unlock the software. This is huge. This will literally explode your list because people cannot get to the software unless they give a valid email address and get the registration code. And then the rest of them, you can add the brander. You can rebrand the software. Right here, you can check that create branding tool. So you can build the software, create your branding tool, and then you can sell the brander. That's huge. If you sell software and sell a brander, you've basically solidified your software business because you're selling high quality software, you're selling the brander, and people absolutely love that. Now these only run in Windows. I want to clarify that. These are only Windows-based products. They run in Windows 7, all versions of 8, and Windows 10. They do not run on Mac, and they don't run on Linux. Now there are people that have Macs that buy these and they run Parallels or VMware or something else, Windows emulators. They will work, in a Windows emulator. I don't support that though, because I don't support Macs. But anyway, here's my product, and all I did was I just created these links out to my products. Here's my very secure clone, and it has a video tutorial and has links in here. All this is an HTML page that's compiled into software. And then I've added this last product, and this was the actual product that I added. And it's Cloudflare. It's actually Cloud Defender, and the tutorials, and then the different plugins that came with that product. Now, I bought developer rights and pro rights to this product, and then I just added it to my security product. Simple to do. It's just a simple page. I just added the graphics in, and we're done. I created a product, and this did about $1,200, a little over $1,200, and I gave the software away. It started out as a $7 product, and now it's up to, I don't know, $14, $15 or something like that in a dime sale. So that's one instance. You can make software and give it away as under a bonus for an affiliate promotion. All right, let's grab Flipstat Pro. That's another good example. I had my programmer actually create this software. Now, he created the software and sent it to me. This is Flipstat Pro, and it goes out and it finds auctions on Flippa. And so it'll find the most active right now. Let's just look at that, most active. And it'll go down and it'll scrape, and it'll find the most active auctions on Flippa and bring those back. This is so much faster than searching in Flippa and trying to find auctions. And then I can sort. I can go all the way across the page and find out every single thing about the site based on Flippa's API. The software actually scrapes Flippa using the Flippa API. So he built this little piece of software. I think it cost me like maybe $250, $300, something like that for the software. And then I've sold this time and time again. This little software is probably done right around $5,000 when it's all said and done. So you can just click on these links, Best Weekly Diet. It'll take you right out to Flippa, and you can see the auction. And this is great for people that are interested in flipping websites, and it's a great little piece of software. And all it is it rides within a dashboard that was created using this software dash builder. And here's the dashboard. So I can set up my background image, I can set up my colors, I can hide all these buttons, I can set up brandable tags, and I can say make the registration brandable, make the title brandable, put some HTML in here. Don't run this unless the product is actually branded. So they have to brand, they're forced to brand the product. And then I can sell the brander because I have the setup registration here where I can check this, use this code, and here's my squeeze page that's going to send my customer the registration code. And once they get the code, they can unlock the software, and it runs again on the Windows environment. So that's the software. I'm going to exit out, show you another couple here. I think we have time. Graphic Magic. This is a product that I bought white label rights for. I think it was $197. I made that back in just a few days. So here's my interface. So I say create, and it'll actually go out and pop another interface. So this is actually a Dash product built within a Dash product. So when I click on the link, create, it actually fires this Dash product, which then has these bullets. So let's say I want to create a headline, and it will now go and pull that product down. So now I can create my headline. There's the headline. And I can add doodles to it. I can change the fonts. I can, let's just grab this. Want to highlight something, get ahead. It's okay. So that's just a piece of software that I picked up for a couple $100. And all I've done is just make money off of this particular product on how the graphics maker, I call this Graphics Magic, But essentially, all it does is build a graphical sales page. And I use this when I was doing WSOs and classified. I use this all the time. So it goes out to support. I have tutorials and, of course, the exit button. That's just a piece of software that I built, and I used the rights to the original graphics maker because I bought the white label rights to it, and so I was able to create that product. Okay, let's just do one more, and then we'll be done. Now this was a PLR product called Snapchat, and all this is an e-cover. And I just kind of squished it down. It looks a little funky in here, but you know what? No one has ever complained about the looks of it. And then for each icon, I just linked that out to a different part of the product. For example, click here and it goes out for modules 13 and 14. And if we click here, it's going to be modules 1 and 2. And then each one, and the modules were already done. When I bought the product, they were so module 3 and 4, and module 5 and 6, so on and so forth. So the product was essentially, I did nothing with the modules. All I did was took one of their e-cover, and it was a PSD file, so I changed out and I put azsnow presents, and then Snapchat marketing, and then I just took and copied the marketing font and color, renamed it, typed in exit so they can exit the software, put this down in the right hand corner, and there's my product. And this product has made a few $100s. I don't remember exactly right off the hand how much, but you know, that's the PLR product for this that I purchased was like $17 or something. It was nominal. So this is what I'm saying. You can take a PLR product, make high quality software from products, and you don't have to, drain your brain and get all freaked out over trying to come up with an idea. Just take an existing PLR product and just go for it. All right, so let me show you real fast um, how to do this. I'm going to grab an image here, grab one of these products. So just give me a second, because I'm kind of going down a bunny trail here, but bear with me. Okay, I'm just going to grab one really quickly here. So I'm going to hide these buttons. Now here is my background. So this is a 640 by 480 image. Now let's say I want to put my button right here on video 1. So I have 5 videos and an exit button, but I want to put my first button here on video 1. So I take this free product. It's called JRuler. You can pick this up for free. Just do a Google search on JRuler. And then this is a little kludgy, but hey, it works. So I'm going to just put this right here, and I'm going to say that the button's going to start about 20 and go to 280. All right, so I'm going to go to button 1, and I'm going to make it active. So it's going to be, well, let's see, 280. So 20 from 280 is 260 width. Just guessing. This is just a guessomatic here. And then it's going to be, we're going to flip this. All right, and from the top, we're going to put it right around, looks pretty good at 300. So top 300. Now I always write these down. So see, we're not quite right on the width, as you can see right here. So we've got a little bit of overhang. So I'm going to guess 275, 270. And then from the left, that's not going to be very much. We said 20, right? So let's just make 20 pixels. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to make it transparent. Now, there's our first button. And here is the caption. So I'm going to come in there is a little bug in this where you have to put in 4 or 5 spaces or else that caption will come up. We're just going to say button 1 for lack of anything. I'm going to click on that. Now here's the great thing. I can run a program. I can go out to a default browser. I can, if you want to hide a browser link, like you don't want to show that particular link that you're sending someone to, you can use the internal browser. It will not show the link. They can't right click on it and get the page source, nothing. It's all hidden. I can run a YouTube video, a Vimeo. I can play an MP3 audio. I can do a web location. I can open a PDF, and I can password a password protected PDF, and then I have the exit menu. All these things I can do from within this interface. Absolutely phenomenal in just my first button. And then I can just add the registration code, build my project with the brander, and boom, I'm done. So I just add in all my buttons. So 1, 2, 3. I'd probably start over here for 6. So let's just say button 6. And I'm going to make it active. So here's button 6. We want it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that is around, what do you think, 3:30? Look good? Okay, 3:30. 3:30. And this is where you need to write down stuff because I didn't write it down. The width is going to be, I think we said 270, right? And that's about it. We're going to make it transparent. We're going to come in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make this, call this button 6. Really creative, right? Apply the changes, and now I've got button 1 and button 6. And on button 6, I can do anything else. I can open a default browser, internal, run a video, all these different things from within the interface itself. Really a great program, and then I just simply build the project. And there's my software. It's done. And then I create an icon file, and I created a Windows installer. Now you have, using free products again, create an icon using the free icon builder, create a Windows desktop installer using the advanced installer. Now I have a desktop product, a piece of software with private label rights products that I have rights to, and I can sell that. I can sell the white label rights to this software. That's absolutely huge. Now you have a software business. You didn't write one line of code. You didn't have to go out and find a programmer. It's all done from within the Dash software builder interface and the easy software maker interface. Okay, so for the bonus, if you pick up,
Hey everybody, this is Dave, and I want to take the time to show you how this all
hey
works.
Dave, if you grab this product, and this product is 4 weeks of training on how to build your software business, and I'm going to get you started. I'm going to jumpstart your software business. You know, the products that you just saw, I'm going to give you those products. And I'm going to give you white label rights to those products. So Graphics Maker, Pokemon Go, Snapchat, YouTube, my Flipstat Pro, I showed a couple of those. I'm going to give you those products. You're going to get white label rights to those products. And then at the end of the training, the 4th week, I'm going to throw in the Dash software product and the Easy Software Maker. So Easy Software Maker, the Dash product, you get both of those free. And here's the great part. I'm going to give you the source code for my products. So all you have to do is open those products up in Software Dash Builder, name them your own, make the setup, the registration your own. You've already got a product. You've got a product that has a track record of earnings, and now you have the source code for it and the software to build it, set up your own branding, your own rebrander. There's your software business. So it is, here's button 1. See, I was talking about button 1's kind of, let's go out here to button 1. See, I didn't apply changes, so we're just going to apply, transparent, go away button 1. There you go. Now he's gonna be hidden. Okay, so here's the deal in a nutshell. Every single week you're going to get 5 more desktop app products. That is going to include the desktop product, the rebrander, and all of my source code. So you're going to get the product and the source code. Now you're not going to get easy, or you're not going to get Easy Software Maker and the Dash Builder until the fourth week. It just makes sense, right? So if you cancel out on the second week, you're going to have products, but you're not going to have the software to do the source code. So it just makes sense to hang in there till the end, and you're going to have your own software business. That's the whole idea, right? I want to make sure that you have something to start off 2017 with, that you can build your own business. Software is a great way to go. You can build your list, lock the software products down, and sell the rebrander. Make it a one-time offer. And now you're going to explode your list with software, have your own products, and you didn't do a thing to create them. Now that is a deal. So I hope you jump on the deal, because it's not going to be around forever. So you get the Software Dash Builder, the Easy Software Maker. It's going to shorten your development time. You're going to be able to create white label products. And as I've already showed in my case studies, you're going to be able to make money. If you've never made money in online marketing before, you're going to be able to make money with your own software business in 2017. Hey, I want you to be successful. Please get this deal. It's not that I need the money. I don't need your money. I want you to be successful, and I have to charge for this because, hey, that's only right. It's my education. I've done this. I've gone down the path. I've created businesses, and Dave has been kind enough to offer to give me the software so that I can pass it on to you. So I'm going to give you the software in the fourth week, and then you're going to get this great coaching for 4 weeks, and every single week you're going to get 5 brand new products with the source code. So I hope to see you on the inside. Okay, guys, as you need me to answer any questions. Any questions? Questions, concerns, comments. I'm here. This is group coaching. I usually charge $497 for coaching, group coaching. Fire away. Questions, concerns, comments. Listen, you guys, you know how many people have made lots of money, especially in Warrior Forum, creating software products. I'm giving you a software business. I'm essentially handing over the business. You got 4 weeks of training on how to build these great little software products. So Robin wants to know, what is this business? Okay, the offer is you're getting 4 weeks of training. So I'm going to show you how to build these little software products. We're going to talk about how to present these products. I'm going to show you how to build it. Each week you're going to get 5 products, my products that I've made money with. So these are all products that I've made money with. They're all tried and tested. They all work great. So you're going to be getting 5 products, white label rights to those products. You can do with them what you're going to get: the brander, you're going to get the source code, you'll get it all. And then we're going to talk about building small little websites. So if you want to do a website and get people over to a website, give products away. I'm going to show you how to position the software. So it's 4 weeks of training, and then each week you get 5 software products. So at the end of it, you'll have 20 software products. At the end, I've got the super bonus for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is now. You got to hang around to the end. And that's basically it. Did that answer your question? So James says, is there a rebrander? Yes, the brander is included. So you're getting the top of the line Dash software builder. It has the brander. It's the Pro, or the, I think it's called the Enterprise version. So it has the software and it has the brander. Everything is in that piece of software. So yes, the rebrander, or the capability, let's put that. to rebrand is included. We've turned that on. Usually that's an upgrade. So the $297 software, that has the complete brander and everything. So it's a $300 piece of software. So Carlos says, where is the link? I thought I had the link. It should be in the right sidebar. It's not. Not in the right sidebar. I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, it's in the right, should be in the right sidebar, but I'll put it here in the chat anyway. All right, so it's out on the chat now. All right, guys, give me a chance. You're firing off questions now like crazy, so I gotta catch up. So, what day and time are the training sessions? Okay, they're going to be held at every Wednesday for 4 weeks at 3 o'clock LA time, Pacific Coast time. So, and we're recording every single one of them, so you'll get the replays if you can't attend live. I totally understand. It's a global environment these days, and so you know it's if you can't make it, you can't make it. But you'll get the replays, you'll get all the products, and you'll get the recordings, and you'll have access to me also. So Nancy wants to know. It's a good question. How much is it? Well, if you click on that link, it's $49.25 times 4 payments for 4 weeks times 4. I'll just put 4 weeks. So $49.25 every week for 4 weeks. And yes, the capability to rebrand is included. All right, so just running through the questions, guys. So if the offer is yes, I want in, the orange thing, so you click on that, and that should take you right out to the Commission Gorilla page where Dave is on the video, and then just click the green, any of the green buttons, and that will take you out so you can pick up the course. First course is this coming Wednesday. So that will be the 11th, 3 o'clock LA time. So Chris wants to know, in this training, will you cover how to market? Absolutely. I'm going to show you how to build a huge list. Now really, guys, if you don't have a list, you just have to have a list. And software is a great way, this software is a great way to create a list, because you with the rebranders, and also where you lock it, someone has to put in their email on a squeeze page to get the unlock key. So they're locked out of the software. You could give away free software and literally explode your list. I put 2,500, 3,000 people one time on my list just from a free offering. I made the front end product, basically the desktop app, and it was a PLR product. So I didn't have to even create the product. I just created the desktop app. I added the videos in. I think there was an ebook and some other material. You have 12 buttons you can add stuff on, so there's lots of buttons. And so I made the front end product. I gave it away for free, and then I sold the brander version. So that's the first upgrade. That was $17. And then my next upgrade was white label rights, where they could sell the brander, and that was $27. I think that product did about $800 or $900 off of a free front end product. That's pretty good. I'm just answering questions here, guys. And Nancy wants to know, are there replays? Absolutely. Every single webinar, there'll be a replay. So once you sign up and you register once, you'll only have to register once. Each week, there will be a webinar, and you'll get the link to the webinar, and you'll get the link for the replay. It'll be your um, specific link. Each link is different, so each person will have their own link where you can log in and watch the replay. Any more questions? I'm here. I'll stay as long as I need to. Questions, concerns, comments? So Ian wants to know, how long do the products run for? Are sales ongoing or slowly fade? It just depends on the product. Like anything, if it's an evergreen product, it will continue. It depends on how much you want to promote it. So I can't say that one specific product ran for 2 weeks or a month or 2 months. Some of these products that I showed you, I've got a YouTube searcher that searches the top 10 YouTube channels. I've had that product for 4, maybe 5 years, and it's still growing strong. I'm still selling it. I'm still giving away the free portion of it. The graphics maker that you saw, I think that's 3 or 4 years old. My webinar, or not my webinar, but my WordPress security suite, I've been doing that since about 2009, I think 2010. So the longevity of these products, it just depends on the product. It depends on your marketing. It's just there's just too many aspects of it to give you a solid answer on that. So Nancy says, if everyone sells the same software, wouldn't there be saturation? Absolutely not. Each software product is built around a PLR product, unless you want to just create your own product from scratch, and then it's built around your product. So you create what you want. This is a curated product, so I would suggest you get PLR, go out, build your own product, and you have your own product. I mean, what you build, there's so much PLR out there. I've never come across anyone that's replicated anything that I've done. Nobody. And I've built a lot of software. And you can do this for offline. David Cisneros does nothing but offline. He sells to his offline business, and he makes tons of money just selling these little products to his offline crowd. As Doug said, add English teacher that twiddle his fingers at us and say questions, comments, problems. Yep, questions, concerns, comments. So Ike wants to know, can you give us examples of the types of products? Well, anything that you can build from PLR. So you can make curated content out of PLR product. Let's say that has video. So it has maybe 10 video. You've got 12 buttons. You can make a product, call it whatever the name of the product is, and put those 10 videos either out on YouTube or Vimeo, and then there's your product. So they click on a button, the video fires and plays. There's your product. You could turn it into PLR. Whatever that PLR product is, that's what you could rename it. You can change the graph. The great thing about this is you can take a PLR product that's been around for a long time and turn it into a great product that's worth sharing again or worth selling again, and make it very, it's very convenient for someone to get that information. Instead of going out to a website, like for example, my security plugins. When my security plugins update, like Backup Buddy and iTheme Security Pro, I send out an email to my list that bought that suite, and I say, okay, Backup Buddy is updated. Fire off your trusty desktop app, and download the latest version. So they don't have to go to a website. They don't have to log into a membership site. They don't lose their membership information. The app runs on their Windows desktop. They just click it. They click on the link. They download the latest WordPress clone. They download the Backup Buddy plugin, the iTheme Security Pro. Everything is contained within the software. If you can think it, you can create it with this software. For example, some of the things you may do is you may put um, a site together. Let me see if I can just find something here. I've got to bring up a browser and then share it. So let me just do something here. And I'm going to share my browser. Plus, there is somebody that has, let's see, I want to do affiliates. And I want to do, I think it's barbling. All right, so there's a person over on Warrior Plus that does these little products. Her name is Barbling, and she does these little PDF things. I'm going to go back to, she calls them cheat sheet. Here's one right here. Make Black Friday PLR for free power cheat sheets. Now, these are all PDFs. And she sold these things at she's had 100 plus. She sold them for $677. And all they are is a cheat sheet. It's a PDF that you download, and it has resources on it. You could take the Easy Software Maker, and I've done this, and put together a bunch of resources and sites and use the internal browser so people can't grab the URLs, and put together a cheat sheet and make it a piece of software. She actually owns the software, but she just doesn't use it. Here's another one, Holiday Profit Cheat Sheet, 500 plus, $779. FB Live Social Informer Cheat Sheet. So you could get a PLR product called FB Live Social Informer. Let's just say that product exists. I don't know if it's a PLR product or not. And put together one of these products with the products that came with this PLR and do the same thing. And she sold 500 plus of these at $861. That's just doing math real fast. That's between $400 and $4,500. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how powerful this software is. So you can create cheat sheets, you can create information sheets, you can serve up videos, you can serve up just anything that you want to put in these. Like I said, you can play videos, you can pop up PDFs, you can go to a website and show a website. It's just a consolidated piece of software that will allow you to put your information into one small package and serve it up to your customers so they don't have to jump around, like go, open up a PDF, and it's not secure. You can secure it, and you can make it PLR. You can make it white label. You can make it unrestricted PLR. All right, I got behind on my questions, so let me catch up. So Ian says, thanks. Do you have your own website? I've got about 150, maybe 200 websites. So yeah, I've got a few of them. All right, so Robin wants to know, she's already got the software. Yes, you're going to receive the coaching. So basically, this is group coaching on how to use the software, how to create products, and you're getting 5 software products in the source code every single week. So you're getting products that I've already built. So you don't have to build them. You can just take the source code, build your own product, put your own branding on it, put it on your own website, give it away, do whatever you want because you're getting white label rights. So you're getting 20 pieces of software, plus there's a super bonus at the end. So if you hang around to the 4 weeks, you get the software, you get the bonus products, you get the source code. So there's your software business. You'll have 20 products and you won't have to create any of them. You just go ahead, put them together, create your own branding for them, do a squeeze page, explode your list by giving away a front end, sell them, do whatever you want. They're completely unrestricted PLR. So James says one feature is being able to password individual buttons. So how do we do that and how does the customer get the password? Well, there's a number of different ways. If it's password protected, to unlock it, they're going to have to either opt in. So what you could do for password protected, I don't use password protection because it's just too much back and forth. But if you wanted to, you could make a password protected product, and then they would have to, fill out a squeeze page or something else to get the password. I don't use passwords for that. Uh, One great thing you can do with the software is you can do affiliate products, and you can actually put that onto the interface where you could do like a ClickBank product or something, let's say on JVZoo or Warrior Plus, and make it an affiliate product. And then that person could put that on their own piece of software that you sell them, and they could put their own affiliate link in there. And so whenever anybody clicked on that and bought it, they get paid. So Robin says she owns all of Andy's software. Basically, bottom line, get your coaching offer here. Absolutely. Thank you. I'm kind of jumping over some questions here. So Robin says, good webinar. Thank you. So Ian says, no, what I mean is, do I have to have my own website for marketing? Now I'm going to talk to you about ways that you don't have to use a website to market. You can do a lot of things with this software because it's really a small footprint. These are not big pieces of software. They're very small, 1 or 2 megabytes, something like that, usually. I've Some of my bigger ones were maybe 6 or 7 megabyte, but they're very small. So you could upload them to sites. You could put S3 Amazon. You could put them on Warrior Plus. You could put them on JVZoo. They will handle the delivery of your product, so you don't have to have a website. So don't worry about that. All right. I think I've caught up with the questions. Any other questions, concerns, comments? Nothing? We're good? Everyone's had their questions answered? All right. If that's it, then we'll call it a day. Remember, guys, I'm not going to offer this ever again in this year, 2017. This is the only time, and this is the only time I'm going to give source out to my products. I've made literally multiple six-figure incomes from my software. If you want a software business, if you've never made any money at internet marketing or it's never been consistent, you need to jump on this product. And I'm not trying to force it down your throat. I'm just saying this is an opportunity you shouldn't pass by, especially for the price point and what you're getting in return. 5 products every single week. That's 20 products and the software. Got your own software business I'm giving you in about 4 weeks. So Nancy says I skipped hers. So Nancy's saying I'm confused. I don't know what the product is. What are you making the software out of? Okay, for example, you take a, let's just, I've got to share the screen again, and it's going to mirror like crazy because I'm going to share my desktop. It's unfortunate. Well, maybe not. Let me just see if I can bring up something here. See if I can just share a portion. And fortunately, all right, great. this particular directory here on my drive is some products I picked up many years ago. It's called Platinum Resale Rights. Aaron Danker, he had these products like 2010. These are, old and outdated products. So to put, I mean, the sites look pretty good. I mean, we could go out here. Here's the product. Here's the index files and download pages and that sort of thing. But as far as being up to date, um, looking, I mean, they're older types of websites. It'd be very difficult to sell these, for example. Here's a really good example. These all have videos, and in this case, it has 10 videos. It's got an intro. All I would need to do is build a piece of software. Let's go out here to their PSD, and I can just grab a template. And I would fire off this pen. Now I can't share Photoshop, I don't think. I may be able to. Here, I have to swing back and forth. Share Photoshop. All I would do is I take this template and I drop 10 buttons. Well, actually, 12 buttons on here. So 10 would be the videos that I'm going to present. So however I present those, it'd probably be a series of 3 buttons across 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 all the way down. So I'd put buttons here in the white space. I'd put an exit button and I'd put a support button. And then I'd serve up videos. And here's my product. All I would do is drop this background into the dashboard software, put my buttons either graphical or add the buttons in the Dash Maker itself, the Dash Software Builder, and here's my product. And it's from an older PLR product that probably still has very valid information. I mean, you have to check the videos and just to make sure that the products that I made earlier, let's go back out here, have come off of newer PLR, like the Snapchat. So I'm going to go back over here and change my share. Example, master resale rights. I'm just going to run down here to Snapchat because it's already done. I know where it is. Well, kind of know where it is. All right. Where is it? Snapchat. Okay, so here is here's a cheat sheet. Here's a private label machine. Here's all the bonuses. The mod, or not the bonuses, but the modules. I would combine these into separate modules and I'd put as many buttons out. As you saw, the graphics, let's see, the action scripts. Not sure where the e-covers were in this. Anyway, you saw the graphics. I think the button's out here. So here are the graphics. So just take one of these graphics and turn it into the background of your product, and then just take the rest of the products and put them on buttons. And there's your product. It's a piece of software that's now served up on the desktop, and you've taken a product that essentially is a website, and you've turned it into a piece of software, and you've added a brander to it so people can brand it. Hopefully that answers it. Did that answer your question? Hopefully. All right. So, do you offer only coaching and have a mastermind? I have a bunch of masterminds. I'm not going to open this up to a mastermind. It's just going to be the 4 weeks. By the end of the time, you may be a little fuzzy on how it all kind of fits together now because I haven't shared everything with you, which is the point. You have to get the course to get the 5,000 foot level. You're getting the 40,000 foot level view right now. So hopefully you'll pick up the coaching and you'll get the products and you'll have a software business. So again, Ian says, what happens after the 4 weeks? Well, hopefully you have 20 products. I'm hoping that you put something together and go out and sell this stuff. So Denise says, how does this software compare with iCurator Pro? It's exactly the same software. It's just rebranded under the Dash Builder. And David bought the rights to the product, so it's that all the products you're going to get, all of my source code and everything will work in both. So if that's the question, you can use iCurator Pro, use the source, and the software will work in there because it's the same product. So James just signed up. Thanks, James. Thank you so much. So Nancy wants to know what do the buttons do. Well, I went down that on the webinar so they can launch a browser. They can launch an internal browser. They can fire a video on either YouTube or Vimeo. They can fire a PDF. They can launch another piece of software or a program within Windows. There's all kinds of things the buttons can do. So make sure you watch the replay and you'll see because I went over that on the original webinar and showed exactly what the drop down does in the software. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been an hour and 21 minutes. I don't want to drag this out too much longer. So any other lasting? So Denise picked it up. Thanks, Denise. I appreciate it. Any other questions, concerns, comments? We're all good? All righty. All right, thanks so much, guys. Oh, Ian's signing up. Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time, guys. I really appreciate your time. Like I said, I don't need your money. I really would want you to succeed. If you never made a dime in internet marketing, you can do it with software. It took me a long time to realize that. I mean, I did all kinds of things. I did site flipping, and I just went down this path and that path. You've got to build a list. You have to build a list. This is the best way besides webinars that I've ever found to build a list. You lock the software, somebody has to unlock it. They have to give you the information to unlock the software. It will explode your list literally overnight. Of course, it depends on how many pieces of software you have out there, but I assume you're going to be cranking these things out. All right. So, oh, Nancy said link again. All right. Let me throw up the link. I'll put that in the chat. You can click anywhere on the bonus page, and that should take you out to purchase. Yes, so the time is going to be, Andrew's asking, is it going to be on Wednesday? Yes, it's going to be on Wednesday, on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. That's Los Angeles time. All right, 3 p.m. Los Angeles time. That's Pacific Coast time. So Robert said, what's the surprise bonus at the end? Well, if I told you, Robert, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? You got to wait till the end to get the surprise. And it's a good one. It's a biggie. So Ian says checkout just failed. It's through, I'll need to check that. Here, hit me up on my help desk if you would please, and I'll check it out. I'll see what's up. All right, guys, that's it for today. I appreciate you taking time again to pick up the product for one, and I want you to succeed. I want your year to start off. I want you to make some money. And software, really, this is the easiest. I couldn't make this product any easier. It's basically just a software business that I'm handing you. Okay, so I appreciate it, and I will see you on Wednesday's live call.